Shoot. That was a fail. Stupid throat. Take two. Greetings. It is I, Marie. It's been a very long time since I do live streams because the last live stream it was terrible because my headsets that were red and it can change color like LED, my microphone went trash because it keep doing that shh, 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 and it's that annoying loud noises whenever the microphone starts to die out. Like I'm gonna delete that stream and start over because it just ruins it. And yeah, it just hurts people's ears and so is me. Like my ears were hurting at that time. And I couldn't stop coughing from the food I ate last time. Wow. What you're looking at right now is the Barrack Party's old Sprites design, which I already made a stream about it. Made a stream about it in February 5th of 2021, where Barrack Party's in its camp phase. It went from alpha, beta to omega, the final version of the series. The beta version of Barrack Party was you know it by now is Nikolay and Boris had their old art style, or rather I say it's the AL Buster style. And Marie was originally going to have a bigger role, and I decided to scrap that because I got bored with the Marie character, and I just don't know what to do with her anymore. And creative differences reasons. And don't worry, she's not completely killed off. The only character I killed off is Captain Flamesburg because I completely lost interest of him. Way bad than Marie. Well, Marie, I'd give her mercy because she is the most loved and more um fan favorite. So I'm giving her mercy. The only time I'll draw Marie or do some Marie content is whenever I feel like it. And when I really feel like it, if you know what I mean. And put her in cameos and special occasions. So do not force me, no, do not pester me to bring Marie back because I already made it clear in my Instagram. But if anyone wants to draw her and credit me, you are free to do so. Like you can draw her whatever you want as long as it's not safe for work. And profanity. Oh, Clarity, I'm gonna do something about her later. You guys may be thinking, why are we still looking at this? I want to show y'all a good look of these prototypes. Because unfortunately I don't have those anymore. Yeah, my laptop reset itself again. Well, I did a hard reset because it was messed up, which I lost all of its files. So I have to redo them, which is really tough to be honest. But actually I did have some few old designs, but instead of just keeping them as like another um file, I instead just modified them, like redesigned them to make it cartoony than this. All right, just a few more prototypes before we go to the real deal. This live stream may not be long. It's gonna be short because it's not really much to say. Oh, cool, sweet. I can, redo this. That'll be in another time. Oh, that's I think that's one of the unused characters. These more like the early version of the aliens that I draw. The final version is not revealed yet, so I'm not gonna do that yet until they're finished. If you guys want to know who's Captain Flamespear is, wait a minute. I'm trying to show you guys. There they are. This is Captain Flamespear. That's Wes, and that's Q. The only characters I kept is West and Q because I want to do something with them. Captain Flamespear is just nothing but a parody of a Esper character from of a certain animes. And I killed them off because I really got bored with it and nobody really pays attention or cares. That might not be that might not be the case, but I got bored with it and don't really care about it anymore. So West and Q are the only two characters I cared about in Captain Flamespear, a canceled series, well, parody series. Cuda Lights has a redesign. The reason why I redesigned her because I don't want like people comparing her as Creamy Mammy. I just don't want her to be similar to that character from that anime with purple hair. So I decided to give her a different look and make her more like a new grounds art style. As like Pico, which you'll see later on. West, he's still the same, except certain of his badges are different. Now here comes um the nitty gritty. Here comes the real deal. If anyone is trying to type in a live chat, I won't be able to read it because I want to be more focused. Nothing personal. I get it's just got to a point where I get nervous and it's like I think I said this many times, but I'm gonna say it again because I'm a broken record that needs to shut up about it. Here they are, the final, probably the final. Let me just make the color different. So, well, it probably doesn't really matter. You know, it does matter just so people won't have their eyes all like, oh, I'm confused. I guess I end up giving them the same color. You know what? I want to make this easier. Screw it. Mhm. For some reason, I just like to make mini copies. Wait. Mm, this here is Nicolay's current design of his sprites, of course. I try to make it look more accurate to the series, the final version of the art style. And it's cartoony. I made his pupils more bigger. And he no longer has colorful pupils. And so it's the other characters because yeah, Barrack Party has changed. Like it's not detailed anymore. Or rather has the AL Buster art style. I give Seuss sunglasses and here comes uh the Metal Uni shirt. I gotta do something about Metal Uni. I was thinking about making a next art with it if I have the chance. This what Sue looks like without the collar, his memory foam collar. When I say Sue was 7 feet, I changed my mind. He's 8 feet. I'm sorry, 8 feet. That's Katie, her new design, and that's DJ Goober. I really love DJ Goober's new design. Um he looks more like one of those he almost looked like Chuck E. Cheese to me. Or a rapper, a coach. Oh, I really love that. It just reminds me of the Lakers color schemes. And they both have black pants. And this right here, she's not fat. I tried to make it uh fit. I try to make her look like an actual kangaroo with the body structure. And that's the kangaroo's anatomy. And I make her foot bigger. Well, not too big. Bigger than her early drawings. This part just shows more of their personality. And this right here just came from what I thought in my head. Like, Nicolay, that's a silly joke with glasses and sunglasses. I'm thinking about changing the green shoes because it doesn't seem fitting. That's Major Mino with their new look. And speaking of Major Mino and Sue, is almost, this this month is their anniversary. It's also Barrack Party's anniversary as well, technically, because Susushi was the character that started all of it. It was not Nicolay, it was Susushi was first. It's Susushi. He was the first and the biggest reason why Barrack Party existed. And that's supposed to be the Nick wants to be hip cool too, like DJ Goober, rapping. That's his sleepwear, which is supposed to say goat, but no room. And I try to make some more emotes face, like his eyes closed the other way around. In the original pilot, it was a gray shirt, but now I decided to give him white and black text. Now we're gonna move on to the other characters. This here is Seth and Treasure, aka Trimby. Now these alternatives of clothes is more of a test, like a switcheroo, and just to fool around. Yeah, just to fool around. And these also the sprites to fool around that also based on my head that comes to my head. It's just certain things like some just like way better than your head than what's on paper. Yeah, some but not all. These is like almost or probably did. the left part seems the left part is humorous because it's more Nick is half woke. And the underwear and socks is supposed to be the mascot of a sea otter. Nope, it's not Trimby sea otter. It's Dinky, one of my old and one of my old characters. The my HTF fan characters. Let me show him. Um, I'm gonna look for it. Hey, wait a second. Excuse me, that's rude. This here is Dinky. And yes, this is my very old artwork from probably early 2015. And I was not a good artist at that time. I was a terrible artist. I used MS Paint, used circle tool and pencil tool. So I used circle tool and pencil tool as well. Yeah, this could be around like January 2015. I don't remember when I draw this, like the date. All I know is it was made in early 2015. And no watermark. How sad, because I was young and stupid at that time, and I felt like I don't really need it. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. That's my music taste. You know what? I could show it to you if anyone enjoys that. Some of you. That's Internet Club. I've been listening to that music content creator since I got into vaporwave, which is late 2018 to 2019, probably 2019. Yeah, that's Dinky. That's supposed to be Dinky. I try to make it like a funny gag, or you know how every people they wear Sesame Street merc like shirts, any type of clothing to wear. Uh, and you see adults also wear Sesame Street and baby show stuff. I'm surprised that nobody don't really like. Um, I'm surprised that nobody jumped them. Like they don't get jumped and don't really and not really make fun of them. I don't know. Like, I found it weird, but hey, at least you're not getting hurt. Or it could be that, or sometimes it's that case that people jump them for having that or not. This is more of like Nick is wearing something formal, and I thought about of a music video idea. Oh, here's something. Like, what if he has a mustache and a beard? And here's some background to it. A little spoiler. Nicolay actually does have a uh mustache and beard before. After April, his ex-girlfriend, left him for Michael. And he let him, which leads him to let himself go and end up growing a beard and a mustache and not bothering to shave it, a goatee. Yeah, this is based on my old design of Nick when he has a goatee at that time, and I decided not to give it to him. But once graduation started, he shaves it. So he just want to look more young again. And I know not all men enjoys lack of beards and stuff. But he does get used to it when he gets older. And that's Nick with Seth clothes and Treasure's soul uniform. This is so humorous. Nick doesn't like it. And Tremy is like, mm-hmm, yeah. And then later on, Nick wears a shirt with it. And this part is also humorous. Nick wears Tremby's casual look, and he's like, meow, meow. Nick is more of a dog person, and Tremby is more of a cat person. Well, um, they don't really. Nick doesn't really hate cats, nor Tremby hates dogs. They just like they have different tastes, like different opinions. And that's Seth wearing Tremby's Soul Clan hat. Well, unlike Nicolay and Michael, there are rivals, enemies. Whoops, his treasure shoe. I had to fix that. There we go. Shocked face. Hello, shorty. So yeah, unlike uh Nicolay and Michael as rivals, and they were swore enemies until like the third week where Michael's starting to change and starting to redeem himself, and they later became friends. That's right. Michael hates Nicolay's guts since the first time he met him in elementary. They hated each other until um, the third week where they finally get along. So Nicolay and Tremby is not the same relationship as Michael, where they are swore enemies. No, they're more like frenemies. Like sometimes Trimby is a friend and a rival. I mean, sometimes they're friends and sometimes they're rivals. And I find it really funny and cute that Nick was poking fun of a short person, like a short leader. Oh, and here's something. I have to say, the thing is, it turns out Nicolay and Seth, they are really close. They are really close friends. They met each other since kindergarten, and they are childhood friends, and they grew up with each other. And after somewhere elementary, Nick haven't saw Seth um until summer where he goes to Katie and DJ Goober's mansion. So that means I'm gonna do some calculations. Hold on a second. They haven't seen each other for almost 7 years. Like 7 years later, they have a reunion. And what happened was Seth, he's starting to act all funny with Nick all of a sudden. I mean, he was acting funny when he saw Nick again. That's because he thought he was being replaced by Boris. Yeah, just to let you know that Boris is not Nicolay's first friend. It turns out Seth is Nick's first friend. So Seth got jealous and wants to put an end to Boris, but later on he was wrong. Boris never replaces a friend. I mean, he was never be a replacement. And Nick never had any plans to replace anyone. Like anybody who wants to be his friend are welcome. There are no favoritism. Yeah. Seth hate Boris until Nick says something about friendship and Boris says that he wasn't really replacing him. Nicolay and Trimby, well, they're not really friends until or I say frenemies until the summer vacation mansion. There's only times like Nick and Trimby, they haven't speak to you they haven't speak to each other in school. Well, Nicolay only first time seeing Trimby. No. The first time Nick talks to Trimby is well, they first met each other in middle school where Nick was like 13. Yeah, he's probably somewhere 13 at that time. And Nick and Trim was 12. And the only time they speak to each other is Trimby says, I'm about to blow up the school with fireworks. So don't come to school tomorrow. So Nick accepts because yeah, Trimby is also one of those victims of bullying, not just Nick. And after Trimby's failure of try to take down Michael, yes, Michael bullied Trimby, not Nick. I mean, not just Nick. He also bullies everybody else. I mean, someone else that he doesn't like. I mean, everybody else. After the failure of Trimby's school bombing, he got expelled, and Nick haven't saw him ever since until um the mansion. The first time, Nick and Trimby more of acquaintance because again they haven't speak to each other nor hang around in middle school. Just only a one talk and that's it until the mansion where they end up being frenemies. From acquaintance to frenemies. Whoops. That's Metal Uni once again with a different look. I'm gonna do something with a socks there. Wait a minute, no. And there's something I forgot about Dinky. Um it's actually Dinky is actually the merc he wears. Nicolay is really a big fan of Dinky show. Yeah, Dinky the Sea Other as a show, and it's educational. He watched it since he was little. So that's background as to why he wears that. Messing around with facial expressions is so cool with the new design. I mean, new facial expressions. It's pretty cool to mess with. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a closer look. Well, not too close. Oh, and that goat shirt that I taught you about, that's a sleepwear. I think I already mentioned that, didn't I? I'm a forgetful person. Oh, and that's what it looks like without the red shirt. And that's the other one without the black sweater. I mean, black sleeve shirt. And you guys wondering why Berk Party in the summer they're wearing long sleeve stuff because their place is not that hot. It's sometimes hot. Oh, the next sprite I'm gonna do, I will finish that. It's another character. Oh, and here's a background of the black shoes. It's supposed to be a joke about black Air Forces. Only I think only black people can understand that joke. Or some people already figured that out, different race. And that's all of it. The sprites to showcase. Again, I'm gonna do some more updates about this, and I'm gonna possibly do Clarity and the other characters and bring back Marie the Great, the sprites. I'll be ending this stream here. It's Marie from Night of Master and signing out. Have a good night. And cut. And we're clear.